Welcome friends in our new part of Panasonic robot training how to use the teach pendant. This is the part 13 and today we discuss here input output monitor. The function is applicable only in teach mode. With the function you can display the user input output state and also change the output state between on and off. If this input output monitor function is used to change the output state, the robot does not retain the on off state before T went in the hold state at the time of restart. 1. On the menu bar, turn on the input output icon to display the input output monitor screen and turn on the icon to display the output control icon. Second, select a terminal and change the output state with the on off button. Note, the robot does not retain the on-off state of output terminals if on-off state of an output terminal is changed. Using this input-output monitor function while the robot is in the hold state. All this image shows the input-output monitors. Now next is program test. It is a function to test a program in nearly effective condition while the robot is actually in safe settings state in teach mode. With the program test function, it is possible to check welding operation by actually generating arc. With this function, the robot basically conducts the same operation as operation in auto mode, including flow commands such as call and paracall commands. The function also support two robots movements. Safe settings state in teach mode, a state that applies a speed limit to the manual override speed limit settings while the door stop function disabled and the deadman switch function enabled. Supplementary notes. Use teach advanced settings for detailed program test settings. If the mode switch is switched to auto mode while conducting a program test, the mode is changed to auto at the current position and the robot starts auto mode operation from the current position if the program is started. If the mode is switched from the teach to auto during a program test, switching the mode back to teach mode to teach once again won't resume the program test. In that case, the robot goes into a normal teach mode. You can see teach advanced settings for program test settings in this image. In this image you can see mode switch, auto mode, teach mode, program test, test on off icon, switching mode switch, switching mode switch. Now next is operation. On the menu bar, turn on the test icon to bring the robot to the program test state. Use function keys and user function keys to operate. Function key. Fourth, test. In both hands method default settings, press this key together with jog dial or plus key to start the program test. Hold down the keys to continue the test. Single hand method C. Teach advanced settings. Press this key to start and continue the program test. Hold down the key to continue the test. Sixth, test. Press this key to end the program test. Next is user function keys. Here 6 icons are shown. If arc test is set to invalid in teach advanced settings, there will be no arc lock icon. If the arc lock or program change icon is pressed during the program test, the robot executes the arc lock while continuing the program test. The program test, once in execution, cannot be terminated using a user function key. Next one is execution status of functions in program test operation function. Arc retry, stick release, overlap at restart. Execution status is execute. RT monitor, cube monitor, E-axis range monitor and condition monitor execute. External weld of input output execute. Weld of key execute. Flying start skip override execute function. Load factor execution status real time display only. No load factor error. Weld monitor skip accumulated time. Do not count the accumulated welding time during a program test. OPR hold output skip, holding output, running output skip. Now next is override in program test. Press the user function key F5 for override. Then the override icon lamp OVR lights up and the user function icons are switched to those for override. User function keys and icons for override function. F1 switches the target welding condition of the override operation. F2 adjustment key to reduces the value. F3 adjustment key to increase the value. F4 determines whether to write the result of the override operation on the program or not. F5 turns on off the override operation. You can see the procedure of override in program test in this image. All these icons, 6 icons for override functions indicated by this red marking. Next is trajectory check with program test. It is a function to travel on the exact trajectory in actual operation at the speed set for a program test. When a large value is set as the smooth level, the robot passes a corner inwardly away from the corner point, which allows the robot to move around the corner smoothly while maintaining the high speed. The faster the robot motion speed is, the further away from the corner point the trajectory becomes. If the robot almost interferes with a jig in trace operation in teach mode, the robot probably interferes with the jig in actual operation. This is because in actual operation or without speed limit in teach mode, the robot motion speed could be faster than that in teach mode. Therefore, the trajectory becomes further inward from the corner point. To avoid such differences in trajectory between in actual operation in auto mode and in trace operation in teach mode, use this trajectory check function. With the function, the robot travels on exactly the same trajectory as the trajectory to be in auto mode at the speed restricted by teach mode. So friends, here we end this part, and further information we will discuss in our next video.